It's okay, I'm good. Let's go! Yeah, we bring the stars out. We bring the women and the cars out. Let's have a toast, a celebration, get a glass out. And we can do this until we pass out. Let it rain, let it pour away. We won't come down until we hit the ground and pass out.
Right, this is my first Heart Gold Wi-Fi battle. So yeah, it's against someone who called themselves Amos from the Cerebi chat. I've got YouTube, and I'll post that in the description. Also, this is my first video since they've changed the layout, and I don't know, it's alright, I'll get used to it, I suppose. But anyway, I led off with my Gengar and put his jump up to sleep, which is always good. Hypnosis actually hit first time there, which is all good. It sends out his Vaporeon. It being a standard battle, it's a bit weird seeing him with a jump off, but still. Yeah, so Vaporeon takes the Shadow Ball fairly well, and I then get the Thunderbolt off. And he surfs, but I mean, I've got a Focus Sash anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But obviously, he wouldn't have that much invested in special attack because Vaporeon's a bulky. He uses Protect here to get as much leftovers damage as possible, but I don't think. Oh, another Thunderbolt would have taken it out, so he switches really cleverly here into his Flygon, that's what it's called, and I left my Gengar in there as fodder just to see what it would lock itself in for. So now I can send my Kingdra in and get the Rain Dance up because he'll have to switch out. So I do get my Rain Dance up. This is a Swift Swim Kingdra, and I'm able to get the Ice Beam off and the Jump Bluff, which I guess he sent in as their fodder, maybe to just try and wear down my turns of rain. That takes the Jump Bluff down to its Focus Sash. I take some Life Orb Recoil, and I use a Dragon Pulse just to, in case maybe he brought the Vaporeon in or anything like that. So I'll just do some damage. He then brings back in the Scarfed Flygon, thinking it might outspeed me, but I've EV'd this so it does outspeed. I think anything Scarfed up to base 105 speed, I'm not sure. But yeah, it will outspeed my Scarf stuff. Or the downside of that is it's not as bulky as it should be. Anyway, since back out was Vaporeon, I knew he was going to protect here to try and stall out my rain. So I went into my Umbreon, and he did go for the Protect, which obviously fails. I then go for a Wish here, I think. Yeah, Wish here, just to scout what he was going to bring in order to counter my Umbreon. And he's then able to get the Toxic off on my Gliscor that I bring in, trying to scare him off, thinking that I've got a Earthquake on it, which he does then do and switches into his Vaporeon. And I did like that Vaporeon Heat Rain kind of partnership is very, very good, because the only real way to take down Vaporeon, if you don't have a direct counter, is Toxic. And obviously the Heat Rain blocks Toxic. And then if you go for a Surf on the Heat Rain, the Water Absorb, you know. So anyway, I switch out eventually into my Infernape, use the Fake Out on it. It doesn't do that much. He gets his Wish. So he's now back at full health, which isn't good at all. I'll go for the CC and just to see how much it does, and this being a Mix Ape, it does basically nothing. So seeing how much it does, I know he's probably going to go for a Surf here. So I went into my Umbreon as my special wall, and Umbreon takes that fairly nicely, doing that 82 damage there. And after leftovers, it's going to be about 60 or 50 more. So this was a really lucky play. I thought he would switch into Heat Rain, but he over predicted, so I went for the Toxic and got it off on the Umbreon. Not on the Umbreon, on the Vaporeon. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to take this Vaporeon down, and that was key. And it lagged there a bit, which was a bit weird. But anywho, I'm getting my Wish up. Okay, Payback off just to see how much it does on the Heat Rain, which is not a lot. I then switch back into my Infernape, thinking I could take whatever he throws at me. He probably wouldn't use an Earth Power, and I'll survive with my Focus Sash. But he has Magma Storm. He gets a crit, which probably did matter because I'd be able to got a close combat off. I imagine myself surviving there with about 50-60 HP and just getting a CC off. I then was switching to Kindra and I Dragon Pulse, predicting the switch back into Vaporeon and not wanting to use the Water Absorb, but he predicted that very nicely, stayed in, and the Dragon Pulse is enough to take down my Kindra. So it's not looking good at the moment. So I send back in my Umbreon. And my idea here was I had someone in my team who I thought could take out the Heatran, but not while it has Magma Storm. So I Heal Bell here to take away the poison that he's just given me, but also the poison on my Gliscor. I'm trapped in the Magma Storm. I know Magma Storm has very low PP, and I've sped this up 4 times here because it is quite solid. But yeah, it's got very low PP, so I just wanted to get rid of all the Magma Storms I could and use my Umbreon to do that. So Payback is gradually wearing it down. It doesn't have leftovers. I'm not sure what item it has. Might be the Expert Belt. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm trapped in the Magma, which isn't good. And he missed Magma Storm there, which allows me to get another Payback off. And that Magma Storm hits there. And I think he's now one Magma Storm away from killing me. But, because he's run out of PP, he has to use Earth Power, which means I survive with 25 HP and take him down with a Payback. So Umbreon took down Heatran. He then sends in his Sizzle, which I was like, oh. I then sent in my Gliscor to see if this was either a Life Orb, Leftovers, or Choice Band Sizzle. And I didn't see any Life Orb or Leftovers, so I know this is now a Choice Band Sizzle. So I'm just going to Roost here, and I think I'm going to Roost next turn as well. But I'm not sure. No, a U-turn to get out there, now knowing what type of Sizzle this is, so I can go into my own Sizzle. And he has to switch because obviously he's choice banded, and he goes into his Vaporeon. And I SD. And this was my perfect chance to set up. I know the Toxic would gradually wear the Vaporeon down. And I just wanted to gauge how much Surf would do here. And from full health, Surf is a 3-hit KO. Which is awesome because that means I can just Roost Stall this Vaporeon while the poison is going to take it down. I can Roost Toxic Stall and I'm going to be at +4 by the time the Vaporeon goes down. And this is what I had, the reason I needed to drain the Magma Storm PP, because I thought this Sizzle could take it down with I think I carried Brick Break on this. Well, that could be Pursuit, I'm not sure which Sizzle is. But I thought I might have been able to take it down with Brick Break, but I just couldn't risk like not killing it and Magma Storm in my face. But yeah, so I'm just Roost Stalling here to gradually drain the Vaporeon down. Which, as I said, is really the only way I could have taken it down. And with that Heatran cap like there, I was just so lucky that I got that Toxic off. The other thing was, when it was Umbreon versus Heatran, I was so close to just running from this. I just didn't think I could win it. So I thought there would be no point in carrying on. But I carried on, knowing that my Umbreon never really does that badly. And eventually now I Bullet Punch there just in case. I was fearing the crit there. I mean, it only got 1 crit against me all game. I don't think I got any crits, but yeah, so I Bullet Punch here on this, and I thought this might be able to take it out. He then Superpowers, and from a Choice Band Sizzle, I mean this is a bulky Sizzle, but that takes me down to 84, and I didn't want to Roost here because I didn't think I don't know, I suppose it would have brought me up to like 250. I probably wouldn't have been able to survive another one, but yeah, get a bit of health up, but then again I was always risking the crit. So then sends out his last, which is a Porygon 2. It traces my Technician. I Bullet Punch it here, and I really got scared here when it didn't take it out. He uses a Thunderbolt, and I was praying he didn't get a crit, he didn't get any form of a parahax or anything like that. But I survived with 24 HP, and I'm able to get another bullet punch off to take it down. So great game, Amars. I'll leave his YouTube link in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.